every challenge is an opportunity of growth. That's the companionship of the Quran. When the Quran is your companion, you 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 learn that it if you are not given the opportunity to overcome a test, then you will also not be given the opportunity to grow. If people become stunted in growth, the either when people try to organize their lives in a way that say, I don't want to be tested. Think of how every human development goes, or how human development takes on a challenge, right? And you grow by overcoming the challenge. If you organize your life in order to neutralize challenges, there is no growth. Now, of course, you might the the fear of challenges might be, and often is because of a weakness of faith, is that you feel that a challenge, instead of making you grow, it will make you fall apart. And so you say, well, because I don't want to fall apart, so God, please don't challenge me. It, the When Allah presents you with a test, we often say, we we often think at the time that a test is, Allah, why did you put us through this pain? But if you if you are looking back retrospectively and reflecting upon the tests that you in fact endured, you will find that every test presented you was an opportunity to grow. The key is that you don't fall apart. And the key is that you don't organize your life so that you neutralize the possibility of challenges so you don't grow. Put it, I mean, think again, and this is so, sometimes it's so, it's like, uh, every people who climb, a new mountaintop, they actively put themselves confronted with the challenge of having to reach a new height because of the promise of growth. When we start thinking of challenges as somehow Allah punishing us, or as Allah disliking us, or as Allah, you know, ha- somehow, persecuting us, that's when we deny ourselves the opportunity to grow. Look at every, I mean, sure, sometimes look at the whole dynamic between the Quran and the lives of the Prophet ﷺ and the disciples of the Prophet. These were not easy challenges. And, everything from, uh, a caravan, if arriving while they're praying Jum'ah, and people, rushing to grab stuff during a time of in which, if you don't rush and buy stuff, the products might be gone, which we've talked about, to the mechanics of every single battle they fought, And sometimes, and the worst, the toughest challenges are the challenges that present themselves in the guise of a blessing, like Fath Mecca, like the conquering of Mecca. Here the test is the test of abundance. These are actually much harder. And some of my, some of the older folks, the older generation would would part of their dua is is to ask Allah protection from the fitna of abundance, not the fitna of deprivation, or more than the fitna of deprivation, which is a very fascinating perspective. And I would hear my grandmother doing that dua, and considering that my grandmother was already blind, and her husband had passed away, and I would always say, well, Allah has taken your eyesight. I mean, what fitna of abundance are you worried about? But when I think back now, yeah, I completely understand why she made that dua. The fitna of weathering away hardship was far easier than the fitna of getting everything she wants.